Hunter was.
Okay. As usual, if you're hanging out, I'd appreciate it if you let me know how the sound is before I get too deep into the stream and somebody's like, yo, by the way, your mic terrible right now. And I can't believe how awesome Sumo Khan looks right now. This was super accidental armor combination, but this has got to be one of the coolest character designs I've ever had in Kenshi, I think. Entirely by mistake. And so, hey everybody that's here. Thanks for being here for the start of the stream, and for anybody that's catching this later, I try to start every one of these sumo streams, or get to it at some point anyways, but I'm going to try and start them with the mods that I'm using right now. So I'll pull this over so everybody can see. I can't move the screen. What I can do is turn off my camera for 2 seconds. So we have Living World, Reactive World, She Dance Tweaks and Fixes, Martial Arts Fast Dodger, Sleep Animations, which just makes you get in and out of beds a little more cool, Slopeless, Racial Diversity, Nice Map Zones, which just kind of pretties up your map, gives you the default pathing, and gives you the names of the regions, which I think is really cool. Inyaku Idle Animations, it adds a cooking animation, which I just learned earlier today, which is sweet. Fixing clipping issues kind of helps with that. Dark UI, Darker Landscape, and KFC Auto-Generated Patch, whatever that means. I think it's just a part of the shader that I'm using. And as for gameplay stats, we have squad size multiplier at 1.25, global population multiplier at 3.5, and dismemberment frequent for this solo Ironman. Nick Avery Software Tools, Young Ho, Odin, Shadow Seer. Glad you could all make it. Any predictions on this one? We're making our way to the Borderlands. Border Zone. I keep calling them the Borderlands. So, we'll recap on last stream. We finally kind of got ourselves set up here with the 2 backpack system, which is a requirement for your solo Ironman playthrough. You have a backpack. In this case, it's the Thieves backpack, one that you can wear at all times, so you don't get the full burden of its encumbrance. And that has very few combat negatives, and can accommodate full-length weapons, so Eagle's Cross, Paladin's Cross, etc., etc. Anything that takes that many squares. Downside is that Thieves backpack isn't stackable, so we also carry around our wooden backpack for stackable items. On solo Ironman, it makes looting a lot more efficient, since we don't have a pack animal, we don't have a party. It's just a con. Now I'm gonna try and make our way to the Border Zone. Sumo Khan. So he's kind of circumnavigated a little bit anyways. Maybe this isn't the right word. He has walked across. We started in the hub. Here in the Border Zone. Made our way to Squin. Made our way to the Czech Ruins. Admag. Went north. Headed towards Stack. Kind of went all through the Holy Nation. At some point, made our way across to the United Cities. Saw every single United City. Came across the northern shoreline here, the Great Desert. Oh, by the way, if you're playing solo Ironman, do not do this. I'm on 2x speed. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going. I have no idea. I could walk right into a group of cannibals. Don't ever do this. I should probably check where I'm at. Pretty safe, though, between the Holy Nation. In the Holy Nation, right? The back of the map. Went all along the northern coast of the Great Desert. Up through Sinkoon. Visited Fort Simeon. Stopped by the Bastion. Kinda spoke to some cannibal hunters at the Bastion at one point. Made our way into Darkfinger. Sumo Khan got captured last stream by cannibals. I actually have no idea how this guy's still alive, because his combat stats are terrible. And after surviving Darkfinger, made our way to World's End. And that's how we wrapped up the last stream. Sumo Khan purchased some new armor, sold some goods. We're sitting at 50,000 cats. His stats are awful. He has 12 in katanas, 6 in heavy weapons, 14 melee attack, 31 melee defense. Stealth is high, 59. Athletics is high. A lot of running and hiding. Those have kind of been the priorities so far. As usual, if you're playing along or you're playing your own solo Ironman and I'm just up on a side screen, I'd love to hear about your solo Ironman. What's going on? How it's going. If you're staying true to the solo Ironman. It's hard. It's hard when you... I'm not going to lie. I might make it look easy if you've been watching the stream for a while. I'd lose. I machine gun lose characters. I've had some sub 3-minute solo Ironman playthroughs, but it's extremely tough when you get 4, 5, 6 gaming rounds out of a solo Ironman, and then he dies like a stray harpoon bolt while you're fighting in a city, or gets eaten by a big thing because you were sleeping and decided to go pee. You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you're rocking a solo Ironman, I'd love to hear about it in the chat. Or if you're catching this later, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. This is what I'm talking about. Global population on 3.5, and Kenshi still, like, the planet, the moon, still feels dead, right? I'm going to put it on super speed just so we can make this journey a little less painful. Another, like, I think it's, you know, rule 126, never play your solo Ironman on 3 times speed. And never rely on auto pathing for extremely long distances, apparently. Richie, I'm going to start another one again here shortly. Just trying to decide what my end goal should be. Maybe get X amount of cats by a certain day or something. You think that's a bit limiting? Or maybe a bit... that would entirely direct your style of play, right? I mean, it's pretty cool. Cool idea. That's definitely a challenge. But it's surprisingly easy to accumulate 1 million cats on a solo Ironman, even without cheesing the game, which we're completely avoiding in this solo playthrough. Odin, I just started a new solo Ironman. Well, I started 2, but the first one instantly ended to a big thing I didn't see. The second run, however, is going pretty well. Okay, we can no longer rely on this system of navigation. Second run's going pretty well. That's awesome. A big thing I did not see. Yeah, that happens. Especially if you're down around gut. Alisanti, the usual suspects in chat tonight. As a matter of fact, there are. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Nick Avery started my solo Ironman last night. Going good so far. Got my toughness up. Just working on combat and strength now. Got your toughness up. That sounds like kind of like a tragic beginning, but awesome. Again, if you're playing your own solo Ironman, definitely don't put it on 3 times speed. Unless you're absolutely certain of where you're heading and whether or not it's safe. I'm just absolutely mind blown that I haven't seen a nest or another living creature. Okay, what do we have down here? Skeletons. Damn, he spotted us. Yeah, like I'm gonna mess with you guys. You're crazy. Actually, we are surprisingly close to the Holy Nation. So a huge part of me wants to follow these skeletons. And then once we're close, yeah, I might do it. Sumo Khan's an opportunist as well, right? Just curious, if you turn off shadows for performance... Did I turn off shadows? Are shadows not on? Let's find out. Shadows disabled. What's this crazy acronym stand for? Cards on the table. I hadn't noticed. Richie, if you were a Greenlander, they may have joined you in a non-solo Ironman run, depending on their stats. If you were a Green... I am a Greenlander. Whoa, there's a ton of skeletons just patrolling around here. Odin says, Ember, the female Greenlander, has 60-ish in perception, 40 crossbows, 20 combat. I'm assuming you mean like melee and defense. 10 strength, 30 dex somehow. It's definitely the crossbows. Crossbows give you serious dex gains. 15 toughness, 20 lockpicking, and 50 stealth and assassin. Get rid of assassination. Don't even say that word. Honestly, as far as skills go in a perfect game, Kenshi is the nearest thing to a perfect sandbox, in my opinion. But assassination was the biggest mistake the developer ever made. Awesome in theory, but what happens is that your assassination gets up to 100, your stealth gets up to 100, and then you can literally just boop any opponent in the entire game. Okay, we're not going to follow these guys. I thought they'd get closer to the Holy Nation. Yeah, get assassination out of there. That's not even a... It shouldn't even be a skill in Kenshi, really. Unless they rework it somehow. It's just an easy button at this point, though. I mean, sorry. Play your game however you want. But I would get rid of assassination. Jeez, I came on hot there. She survived being captured by cannibals, mauled by a beak thing, and stabbed by a ninja. I also agree. Assassination is way too strong. Software tools. Yeah, you can assassinate a whole squad. You sure can, and that's silly, right? Web driver. Are you allied with Holy Nation this run? Not at the moment. I'm not against them. I'm a human Greenlander, so they're not bugging me too much, and I decided to carry around a Holy Flame. It's basically, it's your Holy Nation ID, right? It's your express pass to get through the border. Berserker of the Drifters. Oh, this is good. So, another thing with Solo Iron Man is that you're gonna... you kind of gotta stoop, right? You've got to stop. You've got to, in the beginning anyways, you've got to loot every opportunity you get. And actually fighting with the River Raptors is a pretty good opportunity to get some training. There's a lot going on right now. Web driver. I tend to do a female check for Solo Iron Man, but I've always wanted to try a Holy Nation Alliance. One of my favorite playthroughs was actually a Holy Nation playthrough. Solo Iron Man. I streamed it a long time ago, and it went awesome. Then he got killed, actually. He got stuffed in the peeler. It happens. Stealing is really easy, but according to the dev, that is by design. He wanted the player to feel like they're cheating by stealing. Not sure if he commented on assassination, though. Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like if you're a basically solo game developer and somebody criticizes an in-game system because they think it makes the game too easy, you've always got that out. Yeah, I meant to do that, 100%. And then your follow-up reason is because I didn't want them to want to use it. I'm gonna come clean. It isn't truly a solo Ironman. I accidentally chose the Cannibal Hunter start. I ended up sacking the second guy and running for the hills. I've done it. I've done it just to get off the ground. Sometimes the hardest part of a solo Ironman's takeoff, right? So we were just able to get a ton of leather. 11 leather. That's like gonna be 2,600 cats. Every opportunity you get, though, I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of temptation if you're used to playing Kenshi with a party to leave certain gear or certain loot on the ground because you've got so many other avenues of income. With a solo Ironman, though, and because if you have self-respect, you don't mine for copper to make your money in a solo Ironman, then your only source of income is going to be loot. Now, discerning between valuable loot and not valuable loot is important. Because sometimes you think you need things that you don't. And primarily what I'm talking about is not throwing out stuff like first aid or a bedroll or rations just because you've got a big ticket item. Because that's what happens in a game where you've got people to come pick you up. That's what you do in a game where you've got a team or things like that. But in a solo Ironman, things like your bedroll, your piece of scrap leather for a tent, your splints, they're way more important than a couple extra. Even if it's 10,000 cats, even if 20,000 cats, something like an AI core. I mean, you'd probably be able to shuffle out other things unless you were just full up on AI cores, but that's basically what I'm saying is don't trade a bedroll for an AI core in a solo Ironman. Always have a few things like a bedroll, your primary first aid. Mining coppers for the weak. I mean, play however you like, but it's cheesy. No. Absolutely no need to backpedal on that statement. So here's the problem with the mining copper approach. It's hard to not cheese on a solo Ironman if you mine copper, right? Because you just sit there, put it on 3 times speed, mine all the copper in the world. Once your backpack's full, sell it all, buy a stackable backpack, get even more copper, make fewer trips, sell a ton. By the end of that kind of path, you've got a ton of strength, and you got a ton of money. So what do? You run to the Armor King, buy Masterwork Samurai Armor, and then you've got 100. Next thing you know, you've got 100 toughness. It's really easy to cheese if you take that route. So I try to take out things like assassination and mining copper. Mining period, really. Unless you're trying to build stuff. Like if you decide to go, build a town as a solo Ironman and you've got to mine those resources. Web River. I try to get lucky finding beak thing eggs, but usually end up dying to beak things even if I juke them. I also try not to juke in combat in this. I kind of let what's happening happen. But yeah, beak things are gnarly. They're probably the fastest creature in the game. Now, stealth I'll use. Stealth I will use, because in a solo Ironman you end up hurt so often that getting back to a safe place, I really want to fight this bone dog. These guys are probably going to help me though, so I'm going to lead it away. What are you doing? No, 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 fight me! Okay. Oh, see, I didn't want these guards to help. I thought it was chasing me to begin with. Yeah, you know what I mean? Duking, dodging, get out of the way. You just wait till an enemy queues up its swing animation, right? And then click away from them. Then not only do they miss you, but you've also created a lot of space. I try not to do it. I just let fights happen as they will. You'll see it. There's no way this playthrough, with the way what I intend to do next, goes without getting in a fight. I'll be shocked if Sumo lives through this stream. Shocked. So we're headed back to the border zone. Yeah, I almost did it again. Yeah, and there's a bit of a delay. I think it's very slight. Yakub. Man, I hope I said that right. Hello. Okay, at least slavers aren't bugging us. We don't look that much like slaves at this point. What do we have here? So we have our Kaiten number 3 katana. I found this as standard loot, I think, on a Sand Ninja, a high quality junk bow. It might have been, I remember being shocked. I'd have to rewatch the last stream, but I found it, I think, last stream on somebody I did not expect to find it on. A high quality junk bow. Honestly, in over 1,200 hours of playing Kenshi, I think a high quality junk bow as loot is one of the rarest items to come across. I just wanted to ask you what time it is, because I always have to watch replays. Kakub, I have solved that problem. I have begun scheduling my streams. So if you check back to the channel, usually you'll see a thumbnail and it'll say coming soon. And it'll tell you the exact time that I'm going to be streaming. I am in the Eastern time zone. Please don't track me down. Get rid of some of this leather. I always hang on to fabrics because I constantly forget that I don't yet have the blueprints for a shelter. Do I ever set up a house or buy a house when solo? I do buy houses in cities more often than set up my own. The reason is that at some point you're going to need storage. So ideally, your solo Ironman ends up being proficient in every single weapon. And then you kind of tailor your loadout, if you will, to wherever you're headed. So if I'm headed to if I'm headed to Iraq, Wandathu. If I'm headed here to the bug planet, then I know to bring a foreign saber, right? Or an exotic, whatever they're called. Because it has high spider damage, so on and so forth. So I'm not going to bring my paladin's cross, for instance. You know what I mean? So you do need to buy a house to have that storage so that you can take different loadouts so that you can still have room for loot. If I kind of don't know what I'm getting into, or there's an extremely long journey with different opponents on the way, I mean, 90% of my inventory is going to be weaponry. Desert Saber, thank you. I actually still have Onyx, which is my solo Ironman Shek playthrough. I haven't found an opponent that that can kill him. This is a group of dust bandits. Now, this could be a terrible decision, but I'm gonna try and fight them. Kind of what we're here for. Now these crossbow guys, they're gonna... I don't think they'll be able to hurt my head, chest, or stomach enough to knock me out. And I just have to hope that the crossbowmen don't interrupt me too often. I mean, nobody said they might not hack all my limbs off. Oh. I like this one-handed defense we've got. This is all in the interest of toughness training, but oh no, I've got bandits loot me. Okay, so prior to getting knocked out here, I don't know what they're gonna take. They might take my weapons anyways. Just in case. Oh, that's unfortunate. Who joined the party? Hungry bandits. See, but this isn't good because now they're gonna stand over me. Hopefully my leg doesn't fall off. Samantha Ebert. Dismemberment frequent. Don't really want your limbs hurt either. No, you're right. But, so kind of the #1 rule is the rule of cool, right? And Sumo Khan looks awesome. His armor, not the most practical. Definitely not the meta for where his skills are at right now, but he looks amazing. And that's kind of how we're going to run it. I'm definitely losing a leg. Maybe not. Maybe not. Might be okay. If that goes to 3 chevrons, though, we're done. Or if a limb pops off, he's also dead. I know we're okay. And if you don't know, always force your character to move. First thing they do, make them move. If they're knocked down and it's safe to do so, sometimes even when it's unsafe to do so, kind of depending on whether or not you'll actually die, always make them move right away. You'll get the most toughness bonus. Okay, so not good. Up, up. Oh, are my arms messed up? No, no, come on, we have a right arm. Hold on, if I put this in my main hand. Nope. Live! The stream actually frozen. That was a joke. Oh, man. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll be okay. I am mildly concerned about that leg. Had laggy. I wonder what's going on. I do stream at 1440, but I don't necessarily think you have to watch it at 1440. I'm gonna try and sneak out of here with 0 stealth. Wait, I can't. I can't resist good. Oh, are these slavers? You're kidding me. That's amazing. What a save. We'd be fine anyways. Okay, I may as well use sneak, however, because I can't walk very quickly. See it the replay, Kakoob. Don't worry. I'll try and be informative. So, kind of as usual, every opportunity you can loot with your solo Ironman game. I have enough crossbow bolts for the time being, but I will replace those just so I have full ammo. So these guys are probably going to ignore me. They look a little busy with each other. Make our way to Squin. Sumo Khan's going to heal up, and then kind of the real training begins. Real combat training, real toughness training. The first bounty we're going to try and take is the head of the exiles. The Shek bandits, basically. The Bando Bones. So we are going max speed. He wouldn't be able to walk that quickly anyways. His left leg is completely destroyed. So we've kind of got our destination. It looks like it's a clear shot. Let's look at where we're headed here. We're going to go to Squin. I'm going to sell off whatever I have. I might have... Do I have anything at all to sell? I thought I had leather. No, I got rid of it already. Okay. So... we're going to hit Squin, heal up, see if there's any better armor at all. I'm not sure there's going to be. And then we're going to head down to the way station. South of the way station is the exile camp. So we're going to try and fight the exiles, but at the same time we're going to use them to train. It's going to be a big part of his training. The exiles don't eat you. I think they have blanks or whatever their weapons are. They generally don't do enough damage through heavy-ish armor. So I've got the fog mask on, the unholy chest plate, and some chainmail. They generally don't do enough damage if you're above 30 toughness to kill you. And they don't kidnap you and take you away or anything. So you don't have to worry about them standing around when you need to get back up. So they're a fairly safe early game training bet. I know we were doing some crazy stuff with Sumo in the past couple streams, right? Taking him way outside his comfort zone for his skill level. And that was all kind of to build a background for the character. It was pretty crazy when he got captured by the cannibals, though, and survived. And headshotted the sand ninja and the giant skimmer spider. I think he had 5 crossbow skill at the time. I don't think he has much higher. Oh, he's got 10 now. Sniper. So that was all awesome, but now I'm kind of attached to the character, so we're going to redirect. We're going to refocus on some practical solo Ironman training. One, because I want to see him go the long haul here. I want to see him take on all the champions in Kenshi in a solo fashion without any cheese, no juking during combat, etc. And 2, because it's a great setup for more of his story. He gets to start with a very difficult bounty, which is the leader of the exiles. Sumo Khan is going to try and etch out his name here in the next little bit once we're healed up. And man, this is taking a long time. I can't wait till his toughness is higher and we just have to lay in one of these beds for like a minute and a half. But we'll be using the way station as a base, and he's gonna spend a lot of time asleep. We'll go from the way station down to the exile camp, generally get knocked out, run back to the way station, back to the exile camp. He's got pretty heavy armor. High grade unholy chest plate, crippling negatives to his melee attack, combat speed, you know, all those useful things. A high grade plated drifter's leather pants, specialist grade fog mask. But this seriously can't be understated. 90% cut resistance efficiency, 143 points of harpoon resistance. If you're playing a solo and you're trying to assault the Holy Nation, anybody that has harpoons, fog mask is one of your best friends. I mean, samurai helmet if you want a meta game, but rule of cool says fog mask has one of the highest harpoon resistances and really good armor. So this is the current loadout. I had the katana in the main weapon slot, if you didn't catch that, because I thought his right arm being healed, he should be able to use it in the fight. I'm not sure why he didn't. I might have had to retarget. I got knocked out before I could find out, though. And if your first aid's running low like mine is here, we're going to grab another advanced first aid kit on the way out of town. But try and always have splint, food, and first aid, and preferably your sleeping bag as well, in your main inventory, not in a backpack. Just in case you have to drop your backpack and run, and then you get knocked down anyways. We'll hit the travel gear shop before we make our way to the exile training camp. And there are mods that can fill out your map, but kind of as I've said in previous streams, I really like each character to fill out their own map as I kind of play through them. I'm going to grab another advanced first aid kit and a large advanced splint kit here, just so we can limit the amount of times I have to return to Squin to stock up, because the waypoint will run out of supplies, or can run out of supplies. It definitely doesn't have as much food available. So grab another ration pack, and between the advanced and the 2 partial splint kits, I think I'm good for a little bit. Daniel Giannetto. I've only played solo with a ranged character. I don't have the patience to play melee. Range is something that we're absolutely going to add to Sumo's resume here. I do have a crossbow. I think actually crossbows has got to be one of his highest combat skills. It's his second highest combat skill. Playing melee gets it gets pretty sketchy sometimes, especially on your solo Ironman, right? Because a lot of these, especially late game enemies, hit for such crushing amounts of damage. Or they will carry you to things like the peeler. Something Sumo Khan is going to do. I basically have to, because somebody said that you can't. Somebody commented that you can't actually do it, but you can self-peel on a solo Ironman and not die. I did it on stream on a character called Onyx, who is my solo Shek Ironman, and he's still going strong. So if Sumo Khan gets to that point, we're going to self-peel and make him Cyber Sumo Khan. Cyber Khan. Khan of Cyber Khans. Christian Molina Martinez. I tried to remove my limbs with Fogman. It ended sadly. Oh, I ran right into the center of the base. Whoops. What stream is that? Odin. I used to stream on Twitch a lot. But I don't think I saved any of the videos. That's okay. Sumo Khan's going to be way stronger. I did import the character Onyx, though, and there are 2 videos featuring that character on my channel. Both the thumbnails, I think, are titled The Steel Shek. And that is the character in question who's self-peeled. So that's kind of that's the trick right there. ST, is that you have the limbs that you want to switch to ready to go. This is awesome. So I'll show you the Exile stats here. 24 strength, 10 dexterity, 37 toughness. These guys are extremely tough. They're very resilient, and their stats are much higher than mine. So they're going to be good targets to fight, to train. And if I can keep them in this weird... Now, I don't know. You can call this cheese if you want, because I know it happens. I don't think I'm taking advantage of a system by attacking a group of Band of Bones. But I do know that if I knock 1 or 2 down, their priority loop makes them run away from me and heal. So it gives me way more opportunities to fight them one-on-one, no matter how many of them are out here. Yeah, see, now I'm getting ganged up on. But I don't consider this cheese. I know that as a result of their kind of priority loop, I have more opportunities to fight them one at a time. Yeah, his stats suck. I'm super impressed too. Honor over life. So I like the randomly generated dialogue that you get with characters as well. And like I was saying, because the way station's so close, we're just going to run right back to it. I used to set up a camp right beside the exile camp, basically. But the difference in healing speed between a bed up here and a camp bed is insane. So if you're going to use this training method, which I highly recommend for your beginning characters. Get them up to 25 toughness somehow. Usually you can do that organically, but then drag them right down to the exiles as soon as you can with some heavy armor on and start fighting them. And just fight the exiles, throw yourself in bed. Fight the exiles, throw yourself in bed. Fight the exiles, throw yourself in bed. Before you know it, your toughness will be in the 50s, 60s. If you keep on doing it, if you have a little bit more patience than me, before you want to get out and adventure, it'll be in the 80s. Your stats, your combat stats will all be in the 50s, 60s, whatever weapon you take out with you before you're out of exiles. Like, it's a really good way to train that's pretty safe. What I did for the first 3 streams of Sumo Khan, absolutely not recommended. Do not adventure. Do not run across the length and breadth of the continent. There was just a lot of hope in the first few streams. Now that he's kind of survived the gauntlet that is, you know, the test whether or not we're going to keep playing through the solo Ironman, I'm actually going to put some logical training love into him. Okay, training time. So let's try not to walk directly into the camp again. And also, I should have mentioned, train with whatever weapon you want. I'm using a katana here. Any other weapon would suffice. Or if you want to restart with a new weapon, this is a good place to come back. Alice Santi, how do you plan on achieving Khan of Khans? By that, I assume you mean Khan of all of Kenshi. So, my plan here is to first choose a faction to side with, and kind of help them win whatever fight they're in. I'm not sure who that's going to be just yet. Maybe the United Cities, maybe the Shek, maybe even the Holy Nation. I'm not entirely certain yet, but Sumo Khan is going to fight for somebody, help them win. And kind of in the meantime, he's going to seek out the toughest challengers he can find. Initially, that's going to mean bounties. Then it's going to mean faction leaders like Katlan, like Tengu. I definitely want to try and fight Igor, which means at some point Sumo Khan's going to have to build a tiny settlement for himself. So, for me, kind of my end condition with Sumo Khan, and it may not even get there. I mean, he could die this stream. He could die in the next 5 minutes, truly. I know I think I'm confident with the amount of damage they can do to my stomach, chest, and head, but this guy could get lucky, get a crazy hit through. He just has to take me to negative 39 and something. It's unlikely, but anything could happen. There's skin spiders that come through here. I could get eaten. Why do you have to build a tiny settlement? For the loadout? No. If you want to fight Igor, you actually have to kidnap Tengu. And then Igor comes to rescue him. So another benefit of fighting the exiles, and this is a cumulative effort, right? It makes it easier to train against them, but you loot their weapons and you make a ton of money. As you take them down. Every single time you run to the camp, one of them is going to tell you to leave. It's very rare that you'll end up fighting 2 or 3 at a time. Also, if you're a martial artist, you're going to end up with a lot of martial artist bindings. Oh, no, I wanted to read those. I have a bunch of maps that I forgot to read. We're going to read them and check out the map quickly. Okay, so we got basically the rest of the United Cities. If I zoom in here, oh nice, we even have the village. So this fishing village is actually really well placed if you're coming out of Gut or Storm Gap Coast to heal up. It's a United Cities village with a water entrance. It's really weird. Don't you start to get raided if you build a settlement? Or do you mean a house in town? No, I mean a settlement. And you definitely do start to get raided. But if nobody's there, there's nothing to raid. And if it's just a house surrounded by a wall, it's not a big deal. Yeah, if it's just a wall, it's not a big deal. They'll try and occupy it or whatever, and yeah, steal food from containers. But otherwise, you just need to have Tengu in a cage in your base, and that's how Igor ends up coming to attack you. He brings a special unit. Oh, there's a couple. That's okay. Good for toughness, right? Oh, 20. See, that's a big one. I wonder if, there she is, maybe. No, not yet. The bounty. I can't remember her name ever. Is it Isada? Or is that the stone golem? Who her name is? Band of bones, band of bones, band of bones. Aura. That's right. Dora the Explorer. #41 toughness. Awesome. So 3 times speed, back to the way station, back to heal up. They're not all going to be, like I said, they're not all going to be just blistering with exciting moments. We're going to have to take time eventually to train up Sumo Khan. Yeah, so She Dance Tweaks and Fixes, I think that's the mod that kind of makes a few changes to the weapons. A few changes to the weapons that the NPCs carry. So it actually makes the game harder in a way because a lot of your enemies like Dust Bandits and exiles, etc., they have sharper weapons or different weapons. They have a bigger variety of weapons. So a lot of guys that you might think, okay, they're not going to kill me. There's no way they can do that damage, or there's no way they can hack off that limb or make me bleed that badly. That's not the case anymore with the mods that I've laid on. And the title's not intended to be misleading in any way. This is all Kenshi 2 preparation. So Kenshi 2 was announced a while ago. I mean, if you're watching this stream, you probably know that, because you probably looked up, is there a Kenshi 2? This game is so old. And as a result of that, I've adjusted my game, increased the population, and added a few mods that add a little bit more reaction to game state changes, all in the interest of trying to make it as close as possible to, you know, kind of Kenshi 2's population density, Kenshi 2's difficulty level. Because really the only way I enjoy to play Kenshi is with a solo Ironman style of play. And I was only really good with solo Ironman on vanilla. Vanilla was the way I loved to play the game. I liked it for all the pros and cons, all the bugs, etc. This is basically the first fully modded playthrough I've done. And all in the interest of making it more difficult for my solo Ironman playthroughs, because I don't expect to be able to skate through with such ease in Kenshi 2. Appreciate that, Odin. Oof. Oh, this is Tora the Fearless. I'm gonna get messed up. See, this is an example of a time where I could actually lose a limb or get badly hurt. She could keep hitting one of my arms, right? Throughout the fight, or one of my legs. And I won't go down because it's not something that can knock you out. Not good. 41 toughness. Let's see what the toughness bump is here. Critical. What happens if you get up on your critical? Oh, I got 2. 2's okay. 2's pretty good. Please don't chop my leg. Oh, I blacked out again. Not good. See, so this is how you die in Kenshi. Keep falling unconscious because your leg is bleeding. Can I shoot this dude? Oh no. Oh, what? I kicked the hive. I'm so sorry. Oh. We're okay. We're okay. Need a bit of healing, but we're doing all right. 12 crossbows, 21 katanas. Oh my goodness, 47 toughness. We're doing all right. 47 toughness. I can't believe that. See, so there's a bit of a benefit getting into a fight when you're basically dead. I'm not sure if I can take another shot to the tum-tum, but I'm gonna try. I apologize to everybody interested in the well-being of this character. I mean, he's pretty cool, but... Oh. Oh my god, he's gone Super Saiyan. Oh. Oh. 49 toughness. Okay, look, it's all about toughness gains. This is day 20. I think, I honestly, if I recall correctly, I got Onyx to something ridiculous, like 82 toughness by day 6. It was crazy. Dig to it. You can pretty well get guys trained up so your only concerns are things that eat you. At least he's got a sense of humor. Okay, what's my kit? Oh, damn. I need to get further away. Because they are definitely approaching my KO point. Can I take a couple steps back here? 50 toughness! This is okay. Everything's fine. I'm laughing at your comments, by the way. $52. Okay, sneak. Oh no, I'm done. This is not good. I need to get... Oh, they keep on hitting my chest too. Everything is fine. I might have gone too deep. Okay. Oh no. Okay, thank goodness he wasn't talking to me. Let's heal up here. No more sneaking. Actually, I might as well sneak. There'll be no speed difference because my right leg is basically off. $53 toughness though. What a takeaway. 21 katanas and 53 toughness. That's awesome. I don't really care about katanas so much. It will help when we go to take out the Bugmaster. The dexterity gains are super important. Mr. Stogies. Yo, yo, yo. What's this down here? Dust Bandit. Hack Sumo into a bed. I don't know if anybody caught that, but that's that sleep animation mod. Check this out. It's the small stuff, right? It's the small stuff that makes this game way cool. Those are the kind of mods I like. Put on 3 times speed because Sumo is just healing. While Sumo's healing up, guys, I'm going to throw on... I'm going to make this rotate. Zoom out. Rotate. This is patented. And I'll be right back. These comments are killing me. Now he doesn't teleport into bed. I love it. That was very immersive. I feel immersed. Feels like I was right there cuddling with Khan. You're killing me. right, back to getting beat up. I think we're getting closer and closer. This may happen a lot more quickly than I hoped it would. But I think we're getting closer and closer to sinking this bounty. Whoa, who's fighting them? Oh, Crawl's chosen. We might be able to get the bounty a lot sooner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Immediately against 3 of them. This is not what we planned for. I'm actually very close. We need to create some distance. Now there's all of them. Oh, sunshine. Oh, thank goodness. The only one that stayed in was the one that's limping. No, never mind. They're all here. Oh, that's a big hit, actually. 21. Is that the... Yeah, it is. It's Dora the Explorer. There's no way that's her. There she is. Okay, she's busy healing. Stogies. I just started an escape slavery run. Quite a fun start. So is that a rebirth run? Like were you starting rebirth? Because that's honestly one of my favorite ways to start this game. I think if I play... I think after Sumo Khan dies, he will die. I think that I'm going to try a Holy Nation playthrough with Slave Start. So he'll escape rebirth, but, I mean, will truly have been reborn. Samiraku Slave Start is great. It's one of my favorites. Beep only playthrough. Everybody loves Beep. I don't get it. I just don't get it. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna hang out here. We're not done yet. -12. So again, if you're wondering why I would even be willing to fight on a solo Ironman at -12 stomach, so that's a one-hit KO. We know that. My stomach goes even a point lower, he's unconscious, right? We're gonna look at toughness. Our KO point here. If you hit the up arrow on the bottom left hand of the screen above your attack, we're going to look at KO point. KO point for Sumo Khan right now is -50. That means that unless they can bring my stomach in one more hit to -50, odds are not high that they'll be able to hurt me badly enough to kill me or make me bleed to death. Right? That's why I'm okay with going in at -12 stomach to fight the exiles. The band of bones here. I know if they do get an opportune hit, not a big deal. No matter what, I get a bit of training here. So, there you go. They hit me for -22. The only thing that happens here, they heal each other, walk away. I get a toughness gain because I'm going to force myself up. And then I can safely return to the waypoint to heal. Again, this is literally this is textbook solo Ironman early game training. For your toughness, for your weapon stats. We're at 22 katanas, 23 melee attack, 46 melee defense. Dexterity, toughness, going through the roof. A little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and then I think anything over 60. Then basically I say choose your weapon. Go try and take on 20, 30 dust bandits at a time. Not even kidding. It's going to happen. And go from there, basically. My first weapon choice is going to be a hacker's. Hackers or sabers. Ooh, this isn't good. Limp away. Oh boy. Come on. So he dodged too far back, and Sumo tried to take out his crossbow. I'm feeling good about this fight, though. I don't know why they're underrated. They're the best weapon in the game. Good against armor. Good against robots. And if you just get the other hacker, it's really good against humans. So if you could have one skill in this game, it should be hackers. Oh, this is like the Duel of Fates. A terribly wounded, ulcerous Sumo Khan fighting a malnourished alien woman. How can you determine how much damage they're going to hit you with? I can't. Experience mostly, actually. That's a really good question. So you kind of have to gauge it. If you don't know, then you have to find out by putting on whatever armor you intend to wear. So generally, if you're doing this to train and your only goal is training, put on the heaviest armor you can afford, right? So put on your samurai legs, your samurai chest, your samurai helmet, which by the way has 100% dust protection. Why would they put such an OP helmet in the game and make all other helmets inferior? I just don't like the way it looks. But put on your full samurai gear and go fight an entire group of people, because you know that heavy armor is going to prevent any of those 20 and 30 and 40 damage hits. So no matter what, if you're heavily armored and you take on a group of, say, dust bandits, you can confidently know that they're not going to do enough damage to put you below your KO point. I don't even want to know Sumo Khan's life right now. If somebody hits him incorrectly or breathes on him aggressively, there it is. And that's probably a good time to take him back. Plus, it's funny to see the amount of arrows sticking out of you after a big fight. It is pretty entertaining. Walk away looking like Hellraiser. Heal up. They didn't destroy my legs. So I think we've got one more round of this at most. And then we're going to start setting some destinations for Sumo Khan. Again, this is a great example, though. If you're considering your own solo Ironman, you haven't played your own solo Ironman, or are considering playing your own solo Ironman, this is the best example I can provide, especially the best example of timeline. There's a lot of videos out there that say, oh, get to 90 toughness in 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I've seen them, and it's crazy. Like 94 toughness, 33 minutes. If everything goes perfectly, that'll work out. But this is a great example of exactly how long it takes. I think in this playthrough alone, it's only been an hour and 20 minutes, and he's gone up something like 30 toughness, 26 toughness, without a lot of danger, and without having to cheese the game at all. And I think I've said it once already, but if you're curious, the cheese way to do this is to run immediately to the first waypoint just east of the hub. Steal from the robot, the skeleton dealer, steal his limbs, sell them literally in the bar next door with no repercussions whatsoever. Get enough money, run to the Armor King, buy the best armor, run back to the Dust Bandits, and in something like 35-40 minutes, you can have 99 toughness and fairly high in whatever combat skill you want. That's the meta way to do it. Maybe I'll make like a 3.5 minute long video on how to do that. Yeah, YouTube short. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I could squeeze that explanation into a short with clips of exactly what you need to do. Come on. So as his toughness gets higher, you'll notice that his healing speed is increased. You could just call it cheese. Yeah, it's definitely cheese. It's definitely cheese. You know, I got into Solo Man? I got into Solo Ironman completely accidentally. I was playing a Hiver playthrough, and I started with 5 nobodies. And, you know, I mean... Hivers are terribly weak. So I think within the first 35 minutes, I lost all 4 Hivers. And my character was a Hiver in the middle of nowhere, cut off. Couldn't run away necessarily. Couldn't go back the way I came. And couldn't go to where I was headed. And he just gotten a lot of really random, terrible encounters alone. But by chance, luck, and, you know, just a lot of running and hiding, he survived them all. And I thought, holy smokes, that was the most fun I've ever had playing Kenshi. Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm in the Thieves Guild. So here's a fun little trick. You know what? I'm gonna demonstrate it just because. So if you join the Thieves Guild, it's 10,000 cats, and people may question the value of that decision. Besides the ability to buy, you know, a thieves backpack at half the cost. Okay, you buy it for 2,500 instead of 5,000. You have this little ability here where you can pick up a wandering assassin. Okay, and then you can carry him like a nuclear bomb into the center of an enemy camp. And voila. Now my friend will help me destroy. And these guys are devastating. He may not win, but he'll help a lot. I seriously find that just as entertaining as I made it out to be. He's gonna shred these guys. And then we get our bounty. Just drop an assassin in their midst. So again, I haven't been doing it, but absolutely take advantage during this time of the looting opportunities. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. And make sure not to give away all of your first aid. But if you disarm them, then you can always come back and practice martial arts. Because really the only criteria for leaving here is collecting the bounty, right? Oh, 100%. Extremely lucky. I wasn't sure when I'd get another opportunity to demonstrate on a stream or on a video that you can utilize assassins like that if you join the Thieves Guild. And honestly, it's awesome. Especially if you're going to go do something crazy and you're not sure if you're going to be able to handle it on your solo Ironman, carry an assassin with you. Or if you need a distraction, like you need to drop an assassin to distract the Gear Knights while you try and solo Catlon. Sumo Khan down to one hand. Okay, another benefit of the assassin going down is that we have kind of free reign of his gear here. Sometimes they have good stuff. Kate number 2, I think sometimes they have better katanas than this, which are very valuable to sell, but I'm going to keep him alive if I can. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to beat this band of bones, but he's gone Sumo Saiyan. I really hope I don't lose my arm. So it's kind of a pride point for me as well in solo Ironman games. I really like to try and keep my limbs until I decide to get rid of them. Durden 91 Tyler. I have to ask, if you're going to run all that way and just train for the first 30 minutes of every game, why not just mod the character? Start with the stats you want. That's what I do. It's really easy. That's a really good question. So I never start 2 solo Ironman games the same way. I'm actually doing this for the express purpose of showing everybody. Like I have a guide out, but it's, you know, I have 2 guides out. They're pretty rushed. But this is a great way to see exactly the process that if it's your first time in a solo Ironman and you want to get ahead, you want to feel like you can play your solo Ironman and still learn a few things, this is the best way to do it. If you watch the first 3 episodes of Sumo Khan's adventure, I first demonstrated the exact way to not play a solo Ironman, but the way that I usually do, because it is the most fun. But that's an awesome question. If your goal is to get right into the meat of the game, why not? Yeah, mod your characters, start them up with bigger stats. For me, I've never had 2 solo Ironman starts that are the same. Even if I try this, I can't even tell you the last time I had an assassin come through. And sometimes I like to decide to, for instance, stay in the Holy Nation and try and train my guy up. Stay in the United Cities, try and train my guy up. I don't know if we'll make it out of here, though. You think they just let me leave? I bet you we can crawl away. Is my right leg destroyed? Well, he's gonna get up. So if one of your legs is destroyed, a lot of the time you can just walk away scot-free. Kind of in the, how would I compare that? Kind of in the same way that I don't follow metas. There's a lot better ways to do things than the way I decide to do them, especially in Kenshi. Like, a lot better ways. So rule number 1 for me is the rule of cool. Or, you know, that translates directly into the rule of fun. I want to make sure whatever it is that I'm doing is fun. And I think if you're only playing a game that's fun when you're winning and losing is a potential outcome, that it's not the game for you. I think we should be able to enjoy games that we're playing whether we're winning or losing. And that's what I like about Kenshi, because there's an awful lot of losing, and this game still holds my interest. Oh man, Sumo Khan sleeping again. Better put it on 3 times here. Come on, Sumo, heal. Okay, so again, this is my completely unfounded theory. Taking off your backpack, flopping it, doing anything with your backpack while you're laying in a bed healing, makes you heal more quickly. And I think I've just convinced myself that the numbers move more quickly. Samira, that is the spirit. In case you're catching this later and you can't see the chat, Samira just said, Kenshi, in Kenshi, losing can be more fun than winning sometimes. So many surprising ways to die. And that is exactly right. Okay. let's see where we're at here. We're at 29 katanas, 56 toughness, 39 strength, 29 dexterity. This is about as far as I'm going to go with purposeful training. We're going to try and capture her now at the exile camp, get the reward, and then set some goals for Sumo Khan. His next bounty, for instance. I think maybe we should take a shot at the Red Saber bandit leader. I mean, we're not that good yet, but I think it's worth a shot. My intent with this playthrough is to try and constantly punch above his weight class. So this is, when I said punch above his weight class, I did not mean fight 7-1. Oh! Right in the face. Okay, we're turning off the HUD. This is Duel of Fate style. We're just gonna watch and interpret the results. I have no idea. He just threw his hands up. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's time to capture Dora the Explorer, aka Tora the Fearless. I've honestly never had a character that looks this cool. Sumo Khan is the coolest avatar I've had in Kenshi. Big boy. This is serious. I have no idea how much damage he's taken. I also don't know if any of these is Tora the Fearless. I don't think they are. I think she's got darker skin. I kind of based Onyx off Tora the Fearless. That's my other solo playthrough, who's a Shek. Okay, so Sumo's fine. We have regular Band of Bones, regular Band of Bones, Band of Bones, Band of Bones, Band of Bones. And Band of Bones. Okay, none of them are Tora. That is, though. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. He's hurt. She's not. She's got way higher skills. Boom. Okay. Stats off again. Let's just... Fingers crossed. Let's see how this plays out. A little spinning cinematic fight cam action. No, that's not how you block that attack. Don't lose. Moment of truth. Sumo Khan, not Sumo Kant. Oh, he's dead for sure. Oh, just folded. Okay. 56, that was close. I think we can take her next time. How much damage did I do? I don't even know where she went. Basically none, if we're wondering. Basically 0. So this is kind of the ticky box to get out of here. To move on from the exiles, we have to take on Tora the Fearless. We're almost done. 57 toughness. You know what? Let's just get a little bit of this out of the tank. I feel like if I can break 60 toughness here, unstoppable. Ooh, 58, close. Come on, fight me. Got her, we got her. Oh, not good. What a sweet transition. Immediately to crossbow. That martial artist is really throwing off my chi. Oh, I can... That one actually looks pretty good. Refitted blade. We might be using that. Refitted blade as well for a plank. Heavy weapons and hackers. Honestly... Hacker's the best weapon in the game, but heavy weapons pull a close second place. Crossbows. Hackers, crossbows, heavy weapons. Pole arms would be a lot cooler if they had their own animations, but they just look like heavy weapon animations. Oof. $59. Oh, so close to 60 toughness. I don't know. I don't think Sumo Khan is ready for the leader of the Red Sabers before he can take out Dora the Explorer. Because kind of the natural progression here, I think, is going to be Dora the Fearless, Red Saber leader, can't remember his name. And I actually think we have to go... After that, I would hit Foglands. Foglands, I think, would come after the Red Saber. I don't know, actually. Foglands intimidate me less than the swamps. Blood spiders not only hit you from 17 feet away, but they also eat you. See, every time I do this, every time I zoom out and pan the horizon, it makes me want to play a full settlement playthrough. I haven't actually done a city building Kenshi playthrough in a very, very long time. I think it'd be a pretty interesting challenge to start with the Freedom Seekers. Do the Freedom Seekers start? And try and build a city right off the hop and keep it going without people dying. Or playing a load Ironman in a way that you could not load a game for your playthrough. My hyper limbs are costing me a small fortune. That's good. Whoa. Let's do business. Get rid of this plank. This. Get rid of the... I kind of want to keep the plank for the strength gains. And the Paladin's Cross. Okay, we're going to keep both of those. Those are very good weapons. I was planning on selling them. I just can't think of a good reason to sell them. I have enough cats right now. Yeah, we're good. Now, if I can get basic furniture, sweet. Random furniture is also sweet. I was really hoping for a scrap tent. Scrap tents protect you not only from acid rain, but they also protect you from satellite beams. If you are in Benj. We're in luck. It looks like they're under attack by somebody. It could be that assassin. I'm surprised he left, actually. He healed me and kind of walked off, and nobody bugged him. I'm not... Oh, it's berserkers. This is even worse. These guys can definitely kill me. Yeah, so... Sorry. What I was saying is the scrap tent can actually protect you from laser beams from outer space and acid rain. So it's something you should always, always, always carry. Oh, I can't believe I'm fighting a berserker now. What is going on right now? Prepare to get Sumo Khan'd. Oh. Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't help me. I'm just defending your camp for you. That's not how you block that. There's no way. Absolutely. 32, 47 attack. Sumo Khan is unstoppable. Disarmed. That sells for 1,300. Oh, come on. Tor the Fearless is definitely down somewhere here. And there's wolves involved. Man of Bones, Berserker. Oh, she's not that hurt. I'm in trouble. Where is Dora the Explorer? This isn't good. Oh. No way he's fighting two of them right now. Don't die. He's so tired. What is Sumo's highest weapon skill right now? His katana's at 32. He's fighting against attack 43, 39. He's outclassed here, huge. I think by virtue of not being... Wait, these guys aren't hungry, so I was about to say by not being starving, but no, they're not hungry. Oh, I hope they don't eat people. I don't think berserkers eat people, but I think it'd be cooler if they did. By virtue of not being hungry, these guys are kicking my ass. I think I have heavy armor. Oh, and it's not helping at all. Get up. Okay. We're still in it. Okay, check this out. So this band of bones member could potentially cause me a problem in the future. I feel terrible. We're looking for Tora the Fearless. Don't even tell me you're buried back here. No way. Okay, not back there. Not in this pile of exiles either. Okay. Exiles and a berserker. Oh, there she is. Alright. Free pass to go get the leader of the Red Sabers. Back to Squin for the bounty. That couldn't have worked out any better. What is she worth here? 10,000 cats. That'll set us ahead. And what's this? This weapon dates back to the old empire. Blah, blah, blah. Not nearly as cool. If you get the head of Thrall's Chosen's flying bull, if you take his, he's got a unique flank, I think, or fragment axe. It might be a fragment axe. Not a kidnapper, he's a bounty hunter. So again, if you can help it on your solar Ironman, don't play in 3 times speed. You'll be on your way back from a bounty, super happy, ready to celebrate your thousands of cats, and because you're on full speed and you're injured and you're trying to get back, something will catch up to you and eat you. Like this guy. Thankfully, I think we can take him. He looks like a hungry person. Trying to mess with the Khan. But for the sake of expedience, I will risk the playthrough in favor of getting to our destination more quickly. Oh boy. I don't know. I have 2 stomach. What is... Okay, she's at negative 22 stomach. Depends how hard the dog hits. This could be bad. Or you could eat her. Or me. I don't know what I'm doing. I should not fight the dog. No way Sumo Khan's backing down from a dog. Oh god, oh god. so sorry. I'll heal you after this. They can't help their nature, you know? But Sumo Khan's not a dog hater. The station is at the other end of town. This should actually really boost my faction relation. I don't know how much Tora the Fearless boosts your faction relation with the Shek. If you bring the Bugmaster in to the Holy Nation or the Shek, I'm pretty sure you get... Wait, if you bring the Bugmaster into the Shek, the Holy Nation goes to war with you, I think. I don't know that I've ever handed off the Bugmaster to the Holy Nation. I should try that sometime. Because I feel like the Bugmaster is part of the Holy Nation. That's my Kenshi conspiracy theory. Maybe I will hand him over to the Holy Nation when I take him. Because it's going to happen. I always try and take out the Bugmaster a little sooner than I should, so I think I'm going to pace it correctly this time. It ends up being an entire stream of running upstairs to fight the Bugmaster, running back downstairs to sleep, running upstairs to fight the Bugmaster, running back downstairs to sleep. You have to bring a bed, obviously. Okay, so our next stop is going to be the gear shop. We're going to get rid of some of this unneeded inventory. And sort some other inventory out. And then we're going to head to the bar and pick up a couple bounties. I think Phoenix takes him, gives you money and relations. The dialogue is unique. Yeah, honestly. 1,300 hours or so at Kenshi. Maybe even a couple hundred more because I played it a lot on another computer. And I don't know that I've ever taken the Bugmaster to the Holy Nation. Right now we have high grade, high grade, high grade. Basically high grade everything except a mask. If we can find anything better, I'm not sure that I will. High grade samurai leg plates would be ideal. Okay, perfect. Even though Sumo Khan looks cool as heck with those plated Rifters leather pants, I think that the samurai leg plates, I think this is, we're nearing Sumo Khan's final form. I'm not gonna cave and wear full samurai gear, but the leg plates are almost a necessity when you're wearing sandals on a solo game. So all these decisions, everything I'm saying does not apply to a game when you have 4 or 5 characters. All the tips, all the statements I'm making with regards to armor choice, weapon choice, etc., they only are going to apply to a solo Ironman game. Because a lot of the things I suggest really have no merit. They're not even going to be beneficial if you have 6 people in your party. It wouldn't make sense to do things the way that I'm doing them. Just keep that in mind. I didn't really clean up anything in my inventory actually here. So I'm going to try very hard to do that. We're going to get rid of these crossbow bolts. Get rid of that ration. Get rid of that ration. Get rid of that health pack. I would like to keep these two weapons for training purposes. They're very heavy, but 20 kilograms. Just carrying an extra 40 pounds of swords for no reason. Okay. Now our next stop here in Squin's going to be to the bar. We'll try the inn here, as opposed to the bar right in the center of town, and see if we can pick up some bounties. Although I think I know who I'm going for. Sumo Khan's going to try and take on the Red Saber leader. We have enough food. What is this? Wanted Bugmaster. Let's grab it. Let's grab it. Just so we can hang on to it, so we don't forget where we're headed eventually. I'm going to try the bar in the center of town. Look for a few bounties. But then we're going to make our way into the swamp. Now, if you're familiar with the swamp in Kenshi, it's filled with blood spiders that will kill you from 52 feet away and eat you and attack extremely quickly and in large groups. It's terrible. Wanted Tin Fist. Okay, great. So we started the game with 2 bounties that are probably 2 of the hardest bounties to collect in the game. At least the Bugmaster pays out with 100,000 cats. Tin Fist should also pay out with 100,000 cats. That guy punches holes in you. Alright, in preparation for the bounty of the leader of the Red Sabers, we're going to make our way down into the swamps. Gear. We are taking a high-tier junk bow, plank, and a Paladin's Cross, both refitted blades. Paladin's Cross is going to come into effect when we fight anybody wearing armor, or like heavy armor, or any skeletons or robot spiders. The plank, it seems to me that because it has large sweeping attacks, it might be useful against groups of blood spiders and high damage. We're going to use the katana for every other situation against humans. And the crossbow, we're just, any opportunity we get, we're going to start all of our engagements with a crossbow shot, because that's a skill that we need to raise. One of the keys to being successful at a solo Ironman is not limiting your weapon choice. You should always strive to work up every single weapon skill, including crossbows. Not as frequently turrets, depending on how many mods you have on, how many settlements there are with defenses where you're going to have opportunities to hop on a turret. Sometimes you might. Again, it's rare in a solo playthrough, but there are opportunities. If you're assaulting a town, you hire a band of mercenaries or something to come with you, you're assaulting a town, and you have an opportunity to get on one of those harpoons to shoot the enemy with their own harpoons, it can happen. But definitely prioritize learning every single skill. The only ones I think you can go without would be blunt and pole arms, but at that point it's a flavor thing. I'm actually trying a quarterstaff playthrough on a solo Ironman right now, and it's going terribly. But he's still alive. So if Sumo Khan sees anything interesting, anything that he should be engaging with, that's what he's going to do. The whole intent here is to make this playthrough with as little cheese as possible and as much organic response as possible. So the repeated assaults on the exile camp, God, were for the bounty, and here we go against 52 dust bandits. Charge! Cut him down. See if he's got any good loot. Hopefully they don't take my weapons, because they are definitely going to kill me. Khan is good. It's got the damage versus humans. I'm super tempted to swap to a Paladin's Cross here. This is terrible. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. It'll be a good training opportunity at the very least. And I'll try and stash all my weapons. So there's where we're gonna use cheese, because specifically because there's people that want to see these playthroughs. There's people that want to hang out and watch these playthroughs, and it would be a devastating loss of time if I didn't try and stash my weapons. Like if every single time we went out and got knocked down, especially early game, and my weapons got looted because we've got bandits loot the player turned on, it would, you know, be 20-30 minutes back and forth between cities trying to rearm and head out onto our task. I mean, he's doing surprisingly well with the Paladin's Cross right now. One more hit to the stomach. There it is. Okay. So, I care more about the katana than the Paladin's Cross. But I will try and save them both. They should be safe. They might take my food. Oh, who's this dude? Escape Servant. He's just dishing out pain. Okay, he's down for the count. Survive. Yeah, Odin, I honestly think that the Bugmaster is part of the Holy Nation. Because the Holy Nation goes to war with you if you give... Oh, come on. Fight, Sumo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's right. We didn't have any weapon on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oof. He'll be fine. Can of corn, he'll be fine. Survive. So again, try and get yourself up. Even if it doesn't seem like a great idea, try and stand up. Wow, Escape Servant, Holy Nation Outlaws, putting on for his team right now. Still going strong too. Just woke up, bleeding inside his skull. Head -14. Goes immediately to try and fight the army of dust bandits that took him down. I've got to join, obviously. Whoa, they're shooting crossbow bolts at me. I better join. Come on, Sumo. Yeah. Oh, he's going down for sure. One sweeping hit. One sweeping hit. Yes. Oh. Mostly unstoppable. We're just trying to get to the swamps here, okay? This is our primary goal. .63 toughness is awesome. These bandits are killing me, literally. Every single time I wake up, they just come and boop, knock me out again. Negative 66 stealth. Okay. We have a dust storm to our advantage. A bunch of dust bandits moving away. There we go. Don't attack me. Please don't attack me. We're sneaking. Headed to the swamp. Okay. Another absolute do not on your... Shh. Basically, leave me alone. What are you doing? Why are there swamp ninjas here? Those dudes will definitely kill me. Okay. Lesser of two evils here. We are going to assist the dust bandit in killing the swamp ninja. Then we're going to hope. Oh, that's a blood spider. Okay. What do we do? At least one of these things will eat me. Okay, still. Stick to plan A. That thing is almost dead. Plan A. Kill Swamp Ninja Genin. Biggest threat. Not good. That blood spider, perfectly timed, really. Ooh. Gonna have to kill the dust bandit. I'm so sorry, Swamp Ninja. Please stay down, sir. Cease and desist your approach. Oh, not good. Disarm. Disarm your opponents. That's another reason why it's important to have a thieves backpack. Something long enough to house enemy weapons so that you can quickly disarm them. Now, if nobody's done it, we really have to take the teeth out of that blood spider. That's kind of a priority here. My bandit friends. Sumo Khan has gone... Oh, I was about to say full beast mode before he got clobbered. Now it's a lottery, really. This is blood spider roulette. The blood spider's gonna wake up and decide to eat somebody to heal itself. It's got a few options. Where did it go? Oh, did it roll down the hill? Grr, 63 toughness. Hopefully we can get the weapons from the swamp ninja. He is a swamp ninja Genin. I can't remember Naruto. I don't remember which one's better. Oh, his sword is terrible. He's not that good. I'll leave his first aid. You know what? More exciting that way. So again, absolutely do not, in your solo Ironman game, with -1 chest, 2 stomach, a speed penalty of minus 10 miles per hour, run into the swamp. Avoid at all costs. Okay. Always take their teeth. Come on, goats. Okay. We're so close. Just gotta make it to the village, right? Just gotta make it to the village. Oh, man. Okay. Hold on. Sneak. Let's see where the enemies are. I don't think that's cheese, okay? That's just tactics. If you put on stealth, those little arrows will kind of tell you where the nearest enemies are, right? Unless you play zoomed out. If you play zoomed out, I mean, you can obviously see them because you're lame. But if you play zoomed in like I do, stealth can be a very useful skill. And before anybody asks, there's absolutely no benefit to playing zoomed in, except that it's immersive. These trees are creepy. If you've ever seen the movie Ernest Scared Stupid, these trees remind me of that tree. Okay, Swamper Gate Guard. We made it to the swamp town. Only encountered a couple blood spiders. Got super lucky being able to take them out. Now, the problem with these swamp towns is, where are the beds? Or do you have to sleep outside of the town? I sell drugs. I sell fish. I can't sleep in your bed. I mean, drugs and fish sounds like a lucrative business. I could buy that house, but I can't build a bed. You know what? A swamp outpost here does not sound like such a bad idea. And I also have a camp bed. Okay. Everybody, we're coming up on almost 2.5 hours here. This is where I'm going to call it. Sumo Khan has somehow, after that grueling bout of training, made his way down into the swamps in preparation to head after his second bounty. He's taken Tora the Fearless, and now he's headed into the southern swamps towards the south wetlands in search of the leader of the Red Sabers. It's going to be his second bounty, and probably one of his biggest challenges for survival, because between here and there, there's a ton of blood spiders, even more swamp ninjas, and as we near the bounty itself, there's going to be tons and tons of Red Saber bandits. Sumo, oh god, that's too much. It's too much. Sumo Khan has purchased himself some swamp real estate in order to be able to heal up, have a place to come back. To, and I'm not sure if I grabbed any storage yet. Not necessarily. We have display stands which we can store stuff in, but I don't actually have storage containers yet, which is unfortunate. But at some point, this will also be a storage point for when we make forays into the swamp for one reason or another. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. And thanks for hanging out. If you're catching this later and you didn't have an opportunity to chat during the stream, please leave a comment. Let me know about your solo Ironman. Let me know about what you thought about the stream. And subscribe if you want to see more, obviously. There was a question here. Software Tools says, any idea when the next stream will be? So I always post it a couple days in advance. If you just swing back to the channel, head under the live tab, or in this case, if I am going to be streaming Kenshi again, then you'll see it under the Sumo Khan. I put a whole category for Sumo Khan. If you swing by the channel, you'll see a coming soon tab on it. And if you just click on it, you can turn on notifications and it'll let you know when the next stream is going to be. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. It can't all be as exciting as the first few, but it'll get more exciting as we go along, because the enemies and the challenges that Sumo tries to take on are going to become more and more dangerous. Take it easy, and thanks again for hanging out.